When the annual Green Festival comes to San Francisco each November, a small city is formed as thousands gather to learn about how to live more sustainable lives. Dubbed a Party with a Purpose, the festival features speakers, green vendors, music, and delicious organic food and drinks. But what about the mess left behind when the party is over? Luckily, this is the Green Festival, where they stay true to their name by minimizing the environmental impact of the event. We'll take you behind the scenes to see one of the biggest parts of the greening process, dealing with waste. At the average convention, you'd see tons of trash heading to a landfill once the event ends. But at the Green Festival, the majority of the waste isn't buried in a hole somewhere. It's recycled or composted.
We generate a small community for just a couple of days. If we were to do a fast motion picture of Green Festival, it would look like thousands of people coming together, assembling, and generating a huge carbon footprint as well as a huge landfill footprint. We'll create at this event near to 200 cubic yards of what potentially could have just been landfill. Of that, only somewhere between the range of 11%, maybe as low as 8%, will actually just be garbage. The rest of it will end up being compost, which will hopefully have a future as mulch and recyclables.
In order to achieve the goal of diverting waste from landfills, a process is put in place, starting with the food court, one of the main sources of waste at events like these.
In charge of making sure that all of our food vendors are in compliance, having serviceware, spoons, forks, cups that are compostable. These are actually made from potato starches. This is a PLA plastic made from corn starch, and most of our plates are made from sugarcane fiber. The vendors love it. They're into it. That's what they want. This is the Green Festival. They want to be as sustainable, as earth-friendly as they possibly can.
The Green Festival is extremely progressive in that they're trying to make this event as zero waste or as close to zero waste as possible. These sugarcane products are generally from Asia. They're from the waste product from the sugarcane processing, and they're pressed and put together into a variety of different shapes for disposables. I mean, people hate styrofoam. Nobody likes to drink from styrofoam. No one wants to eat from that. And here we have alternatives that use less energy, that put less toxins into the environment.
Another important step is added. Volunteers are stationed at waste receptacles to help people know where to throw their trash.
So, someone gets a plate of food, a compostable fork, a compostable cup for their drink, and a compostable plate. It is brought to a station. A volunteer is at that station to say, yeah, this item goes here, this item goes here, well, this is recyclable, this is not. And oftentimes they're educating the people as well, saying, yeah, this is made out of cornstarch, it's kind of cool,
The next step is the sorting process, where dozens of volunteers don rubber gloves, dig through the trash bins, and make sure it all winds up in the right place.
This whole thing runs on volunteers. We found that volunteers are important not only for they help us segregate our trash, but they're a huge amount of helping us get the word out. Each volunteer is touched by their experience here, and that's become a huge part of our greening strategy. We couldn't do that without them.
This is my first time here, and I went home yesterday and was talking to all my friends, and I was like, you wouldn't even believe all these things that don't look like they're, good for the environment, but they are, and it's just amazing.
I think people become aware that it doesn't have to be what they always thought it needed to be packaged in.
Yeah.
Things can be composted. Things can be, recycled.
After the 2006 San Francisco Festival, the numbers came in. Over 10 tons of waste was diverted from the landfill. That's over 20,000 pounds. And it means that only 4% of the waste generated from a 3-day event with 36,000 visitors went to a landfill. The numbers are impressive, but the Green Festival organizers are just as proud of something a bit more difficult to quantify: their role in spreading the word about living sustainably.
I think the more we do this, the more people we educate. If we reach 30,000 people this weekend, that's 30,000 people that will go tell more. And again, this, growing sense of knowledge that will come, in the wake of this event, that will help, people in those cities to understand, hey, maybe we do need to start working more towards this,
If we affect one person in this building, if they go home inspired and they decide, I'm going to do something in my office, we've done our job 100%.
One of the exciting things about having the green festivals in places like Washington, D.C., Chicago, even San Francisco, is that we're taking people where they're at and bringing them forward. You know, we dream a world and we try and make it happen.
The Green Festival is known for being an inspiring event where people can get involved with the movement for social justice and a green economy. Behind the scenes, it's just as inspiring, as hundreds of staff and volunteers show that a party with a purpose can be a clean, green affair.